Good morning, my dear children. All of you, please take page number 28 in your English textbook. Today, let's learn the poem titled Teacher's Pest, written by Ryan Mendrick. Look at the title, Teacher's Pest. What do you mean by pest? The word pest has got two meanings. Pest refers to an insect or an animal that destroys plants. Okay? Pest refers to an insect or animal that destroys plants. That is one meaning. Okay. You may be familiar with pesticides. You might have heard the word pesticides in your science classes. Pesticides are the chemicals that we use to kill the pest. Okay. Another meaning of pest is that pest refers to an annoying person or thing. Okay? Pest refers to a person or thing that annoys you or disturbs you. In the context of this poem, the second meaning fits well. Okay? In this poem, pest means a thing that disturbs or annoys you. Okay? So, the title Teacher's Pest means something that annoys the teacher. Let's see what that thing is. Read with me. It was another day at school, and teacher smiled with sweet concern. She turned to mathematics and encouraged us to learn. The poet describes a regular day at school. It was a regular day at school, and teacher smiled at her students with sweet concern. She smiled at her students and greeted them. She turned to mathematics. She is a mathematics teacher and encouraged us to learn. She motivated her children to learn mathematics. I sat in silence, gloomily, twiddling both my thumbs. I tried my best to concentrate on multiplication sums. I sat in silence, gloomily. Actually, the word gloomily means sadly. The poet is sitting inside the class sadly. Here the word gloomily means feeling distracted and bored. Okay? The narrator of the poem is one of the students in the class, and you can see that boy in the picture. The boy is feeling distracted and bored. There are many reasons for getting bored in a class. There are days when you feel bored. It may be because you are not interested in a particular subject, or you may be feeling tired, or you may not want to learn at that moment. You may be more interested to play at that time. Okay? There are many reasons for getting bored. So, the poet feels bored and distracted. He was twiddling both his thumbs. Twiddling here means playing. He was playing with his thumbs. Okay, thumb. Okay, thumb. He was playing with his thumbs. I tried my best to concentrate on multiplication sums. The poet tried hard to concentrate in the maths class, but he failed miserably. Teacher sat down in her chair, spectacles balanced on her nose, when suddenly she gasped aloud and like a statue froze. So the teacher was sitting in her chair, her spectacles balanced on her nose. You can see the teacher wearing spectacles. Her spectacles was balanced rightly on her nose. When suddenly, what happened? She gasped aloud. What do you mean by gasp? Gasp means breathe in quickly. Gasp. Gasp means breathe in quickly because of shock or surprise. Okay. Because of shock, she breathed in quickly. She gasped aloud and like a statue froze. Like a statue. Statue means Pratibha. Like a statue, she froze. Froze. Froze is the past tense of freeze. What do you mean by freeze? to become motionless. Okay, out of fear. To become motionless. The teacher became motionless because of fear. What happened? A spider had descended from its home up on the ceiling. Teacher sat there transfixed, quite affrighted with feeling. So what happened? Why did the teacher stood still? Why did she froze? Because a spider had descended. Descended means came down. Descended is the past tense of descent. A spider had descended. A spider had come down from its home up on the ceiling. From its web on the ceiling. Usually spiders make web on the ceiling. Ceiling means the top surface of a room. Okay, the upper interior portion of a room. The top surface of the room. So a spider had come down from its web, from its home on the ceiling. Teacher sat there transfixed. The teacher could not move because of fear. She was too frightened to move. Quite affrighted with feeling. Affright is the old English word for frightened. Okay, it is an old English word for frightened. The teacher was so much scared on seeing the spider. Her face turned into a pure white mask. Her eyes were glazed with fear. And as the spider peered at her, one thing was very clear. Her face turned into a pure white mask. So on seeing the spider, the teacher's face turned into a pure white mask. She became pale. She became pale owing to fear. In Malayalam we say vilari velukkuka. Okay. Because of fear she became pale. Her eyes were glazed with fear. Her eyes became lifeless and dull because of fear. And as the spider peered at her, one thing was very clear. And as the spider peered, what do you mean by peer? Peer means look closely or carefully. As the spider looked at the teacher carefully, one thing became clear. Teachers are also human. They have fears like you and me. That's what I learned in school today, and my heart is filled with glee. What did the poet understand from the reaction of the teacher? He realized that teachers are also human. Teachers also have the same feelings just like the students. They have fears like you and me. Teachers also have fears like you and me. That's what I learned in school today. And my heart is filled with glee. This realization made me happy. My heart is filled with glee. Glee means happiness. My heart is filled with happiness. Now let's answer the questions on the next page. Read and answer. Take the correct meanings of these lines from the poem. 3 lines taken from the poem are given here, and 3 options are given under each question. We need to choose the correct meaning of these lines. Okay? The first line is twiddling both my thumbs. What do you mean by twiddling both my thumbs? Playing a game with my thumbs? Moving my thumbs mechanically out of boredom? Feeling nervous and unwell. Twiddling both my thumbs in the poem means moving my thumbs mechanically out of boredom. Okay, the speaker was feeling so much bored, and out of his boredom, he moved his thumbs mechanically. Okay, ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ബോറടിച്ചിട്ട് യാന്ത്രികമായിട്ട് തംസ് അനക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയായിരുന്നു ആര്? The poet or the speaker. So the second one is the right answer. Please put a tick mark against the second sentence. Then second question, her face turned into a pure white mask. The teacher was wearing a white mask. She was white with fear. She had a fair complexion. Which is the correct meaning? Her face turned into a pure white mask. She was white with fear. She became pale owing to fear. She was white with fear. Okay, second is the correct answer. Then third question. My heart filled with glee. My heart filled with glee means my heart filled with happiness. My heart filled with love. My heart ached. Which is the correct one? Glee means happiness. So the first sentence is the correct one. My heart filled with happiness. Please put a tick mark against the correct answers. Then next question. Why did the speaker's heart fill with glee? Why did the speaker's heart fill with happiness? The speaker's heart filled with glee when he saw that the teacher was afraid of the spider. It made him realize that teachers are human and have fears just like you and me. This thought made the speaker happy. Okay? I will give you the answers through WhatsApp. Okay? I will post the answers. I will send you these answers, the answers for these questions in our WhatsApp group. Then, next question. There are a number of words in the poem that rhyme, such as concern and learn. Find 4 more rhyming pairs of words in the poem. Have you already learned about rhyming words? Are you familiar with rhyming words? Rhyming words are the words that end with same sound. Okay? Words ending with same sound are called rhyming words. I repeat, words ending with same sound are called rhyming words. Okay? ഒരേ ശബ്ദത്തിൽ അവസാനിക്കുന്ന വാക്കുകളെയാണ് റൈമിംഗ് വേർഡ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ലെറ്റ്സ് ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദിസ് പോം. Look at the first stanza. Concern, learn. Both these words end with the same sound. Concern, learn, earn. Both these words end with the same sound, earn. So, these are rhyming words. Concern and learn are rhyming words. In order to find out the rhyming words, we need to look at the last words of a stanza. Okay, look at the last words of a stanza. See which are the words that end with the same sound. Okay, look at the second stanza. Gloomily thumbs concentrate sums. Which are the words that end with the same sound? Thumbs and sums. Both these words end with the same sound. Thumbs, sums. So these are rhyming words. Then look at the third stanza. Chair, nose, aloud, froze. Which are the rhyming words? Nose and froze. Okay? Nose and froze. Both these words end with the same sound. So nose and froze are rhyming words. Okay? The first stanza, concern and learn are rhyming words. The second stanza, thumbs and sums. Then, look at the fourth stanza. Descended, ceiling, transfixed, feeling. Which are the words that end with the same sound? Ceiling and feeling. These are rhyming words. Then, the next stanza, mask, fear, her, clear. Fear, clear. Both these words end with the same sound. So, these are rhyming words. Then, human, me, today, glee. Me and glee. These are rhyming words. I hope it's clear to you. I will send you the answer for this question in WhatsApp. Okay? You can write the answers for questions A and D in the textbook itself. You should write down the answers of B and C in notebook. Okay? I will send you the answers. You should complete writing the answers before our Google Meet session in the evening. Okay? Please write the answers of questions A and D in your textbook itself and write the answers of B and C in your notebook. I hope it's clear to you. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.